Hello, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group again, and I'm excited. Gosh, we're winding down the series. There's 2 videos left, and the last 2 videos I think are just going to be critical for you to watch. I'm kind of shifting gears right now from making, more money around the holidays in the fourth quarter to really what is it going to take to make next year your best year ever. So let me just go through my notes. I don't want to miss anything. Many people fail. Many people are failing in the real estate industry for one simple reason, because they don't write down their goals. Now, gosh, I think for the last 4 videos, I've probably mentioned about writing goals, having goals, writing goals, and a business plan. And I'd be failing you if I didn't continue to mention it. But, this time I was looking at a study and figured out that, or read that 42% studies show that people who have written goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. I mean, gosh, just taking the goal that you have in your head and writing it down automatically gives you a 42% higher likelihood, a higher percentage chance to actually succeed. Now, if I knew that all I had to do is take what's in my mind and write it down on a piece of paper and have written goals, and I was going to increase my likelihood to succeed by 42%, I couldn't write it down fast enough. As a matter of fact, for a 40% increase in potential success, I'd probably rewrite it every single day. Matter of fact, that's what I'm suggesting to you. I think you take your next year's goal, you simplify it to one simple line like my goal is blank, and how about every day for the rest of this year, you write that down in the morning so you can reconnect your goals with your mind, and then you might get into action and make this thing happen. Writing down your goals is, we know because of the studies and our past experience, that it's critical to your success. So get on that. And don't just say, my goal is to do 60 transactions. You want to break your goals down into bite-sized pieces. 60 transactions in a year, that's a lot of business. Obviously, we'd call that a real estate entrepreneur if you're doing 60 transactions. But break that down into a monthly goal. So all of a sudden, instead of saying, man, my goal is to do 60 transactions, how about my goal this month is to do 5 transactions? And then repeat it next month and repeat it the next month. And then after 12 months, guess what? You've got your 60 transactions. So I suggest you take your goals and you break them down into bite-sized pieces. Might be helpful. I did write down some easy steps to make your year or your next year your best year ever. Number 1 is be bold and set a high goal. I see so many people, so many real estate agents that I talk to, I ask them, what is your goal? And they give me a number and they say it's 10 transactions, it's 30 transactions. I say, why? And they said, well, because last year I did 20 transactions, and if I increase by 20%, that would be 4 transactions. So my goal is 24 transactions. Don't do that. You know what? I say forget about your past. Actually set your goal based on what you want and then build a business plan around it. Don't let last year's results dictate next year's goal. That's my opinion. The second thing is also past failures mean nothing. You have to understand that your past failures, because you tried to call a for sale by owner and they didn't let you come over, that doesn't mean that if you call 5 more, that all 5 are going to respond the same way. That doesn't necessarily mean that. I see so many real estate agents will come into the business and they'll try something for the first time. Maybe they experience a little bit of rejection and then they never do it again. And in the end, a year later, they're out of the business. Or they're kind of like, stumbling through the business. Maybe they're doing 4 deals and then 5 deals the next year. They're having to moonlight, maybe work a little extra on the side to make ends meet. And that doesn't have to be you. See, what you have to do is understand that just because you try something new and you fail doesn't mean that you'll fail every time. Maybe if you continue making the attempt, you'll get better and better and better, and you'll go from failure to success, from success to becoming a real estate entrepreneur. So leave your past failures behind you. We're talking about what's it going to take to go to the next level for the next year, for the new year. Well, the way you do it is you forget about the last year. Leave all the failures in the past. The third thing here is defining your goals. Be very specific about your goals. So it's not just having goals. Now let's talk about defining your goals. Set 5 to 7 goals for different areas in your life, not just business. You need to define more than just a business goal. Like, for instance, yes, set a goal for a number of transactions you want to close. Set a goal for the number of listings you want to take. Set a goal for buyer contracts written. How about this? Set a goal for maintaining the perfect weight that you've been wanting to maintain for the last couple years. How about setting a goal for how much money you want to have in savings, or a goal for relationships, a goal for having fun? What I'm suggesting is now, during the fourth quarter, is the time to look at what you really want to achieve in the next year and start setting goals not only in the area of business, but in the area, in all areas of your life. We want you to be well-rounded. If you're going to be well-rounded and you're achieving goals in all areas of your life, you're going to have more fun, you're going to have more happiness, and you're going to come into the office, in the morning, alive, excited, full of energy, and ready to make that your best day ever. And if you make enough days your best days ever, guess what? You'll have your best year ever. The next thing that I have is you got to be good at connecting the dots. Now, this is the plan, right? You got the goals and then you got the plan. I've taught you about connecting the dots, is identifying where am I today. I'm at 15 deals. Where do I want to go in the future? I want to go to 30 deals. Well, then connect those dots by drawing a roadmap. Of course, we do a lot of coaching, business planning coaching, so I can help you with that. If you ever need a resource, please just reach out to me. And then the last but not least is simple but not easy, and that is get into action like right now. Don't go and procrastinate. I mean, there's 2 pitfalls. You're going to have procrastination. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No. How about as soon as this video is over, take out a pen and paper, start writing your notes, rewind this video, and all the questions and all the steps that I gave you, go ahead and start writing that out. Like, do it now. So tomorrow morning, you're actually off and running. Don't procrastinate. People procrastinate, and that causes them to, or procrastination is always in the way of getting started. And the problem that I see in the industry is not that real estate agents don't finish. It's that real estate agents don't start. What I'm suggesting to you is you get started, take action now. You've still got some time to generate momentum, so next year will be your best year ever. I'm Greg Harrelson with Century 21, the Harrelson Group, and I'd love to talk with you about joining our team and seeing if I can just sit down and look at what you're doing and maybe help you draw a business plan or write out a business plan to help you have next year become your best year ever. So I hope you'll reach out to me. Again, it's Greg Harrelson, Century 21, the Harrelson Group. Talk to you soon.